Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys? Okay, here we have a simple question about ratio. We have a diagram here on the right here. The diagram has three angles, A, B, and C. And there is a ratio among the three angles. The ratio of A to B to C is 3 to 4 to 5. What do you mean by the ratio of A to B to C is 3 to 4 to 5? Some students, they get confused and they think that A is equal 3 degrees, B is equal 4 degrees, and C is equal 5 degrees. That's wrong for sure. It could be 3 degrees. It could be. But it's not, it doesn't mean that it has to be 3. The idea is, if we have 3 degrees in A, then that means we have a 4 degrees in B, and that means we have a 5 degrees in C. So if we have 2 3s in A, we'll have 2 4s in B, and then we'll have 2 5s in C, and so on. If we have 4 3s, then we'll have 4 4s, and then we'll have 4 5s. So as many of 3s you have in A, you'll have the same of B, and then you'll have the same of 5s in C. So let's say I have 10 3s. I found that we have 10 3s in A, 10 3s. That means we'll have 10 4s, and then we'll have 10 5s. That's the meaning of ratio. For every 3 in A, there is a 4 there in B, and there is a 5 there in C. In this example, in the ratio, it always comes in two ways. The first way is he gives you one of them. He could give you one of them. Like, for example, he could say that A is equal to 30. A is 30. So that means we have 10 3s. That means we'll have 10 4s. So B, it will be 40. And C, it will be 50. And so on. So he could give you one of them, one of the ratios. Or he could give you all of them, the total. In this example, it looks like he didn't give me any of them. He didn't give me any of them, and he didn't give me the total. But because we know that angles meeting at a point, angles around a point, when you have angles around a point, they will be equal 360. So I know the total already. The total is, so he gave me a fact here. Angles at a point add up to 360. So the fact that we will use here, sorry. So the fact that we have here, or the theorem, or the idea, is angles at a point add up to 360. So we have multiple ways now to do it, multiple ways. But one of the nice ways to do it is to keep the ratios this way. So A to B to C, and then it's a 3 to 4 to 5. And then here you write the total of the angle. What are the total number of the parts? So 3 here, 4 here, and 5 here. So the total number of parts is 12. Okay? And then you write down here what is given. What is given here? Is A given? Is A given? No. B is given? No. C is given? No. What is given is the total here. The total is given. How much is the total? The total is 360. Then I check now. If you have 12 parts, and these 12 parts are 360. And as you know, they are equally parts. So 360, that means that each part is 30. So that means we need to multiply by 30. So from 12 to get 360, multiply by 30. And then you'll do the same with all of them. So you multiply 3 by 30 to get 90. And you multiply 4 by 30, you get 120. And multiply 5 by 30, you get 150. And the question here is asking only about C. The question is asked about C, so it's 150. And it's always good to check, is 90 plus 120 plus 150 is add up to 360? Yes, so my answer is correct. Okay, that's a very simple way to solve any idea about the ratio. Thank you guys.